I'm 40 and he's 17. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be ranking weird confessions. So we're ranking them from Reddit, which I don't know if you guys know, but Reddit is a little... yeah, so let's just get straight into the video. Okay, starting off strong, we have I did something horrible when I was a kid and I deeply regret it. Okay. I, 25F, did something horrible when I was younger. I think around 9 or 10, and my brother was 5 or 6. I won't go into details, but it makes me physically sick, and I just need to get this out. My brother.
Child. Anyway, so.
I feel so fucking disgusting. Bitch, as you should. Ew. I know people here say that for child on child essay is maybe because the other child was essayed themselves, though I'm not sure if I ever was. Ew. That's disgusting. We're gonna put that in the let's talk section. Okay, next confession. So the title of this one is When I was 18 or 19, I overshared my problems with a child. Okay. When I was 18, I joined a Twitch community. They had around 40 people in the community, and the age ranged from 12 to 40, most being around 18 or 20. I had a falling out with a streamer whose community it was, but since I had spent a lot of time, I felt like they were friends with a lot of the community members. I started to talk to a handful of them afterwards. One of them was someone who was 12. I think they had lied about being 13, but told me at one point they were turning 13 soon. We bonded over being the only people interested in American sports. We would send each other memes, talk about sports games, banter each other's teams. The darker side was I would talk about my problems. I feel it was extremely inappropriate and I feel guilty for any effect my actions may have had on him. We haven't talked in years, I don't plan to. I thought reaching out and apologizing, but I figure it's best to move on and leave him be. I can hope my behavior didn't leave a lasting impact on his life. Okay, so that's not that bad, so I'm just gonna put that in the mistakes happen section. Okay, next confession. The title of this one is Years ago, a friend slept over and I took inappropriate pictures of her while she was sleeping. To clarify, I am a guy. She didn't normally sleep over at my place, but in this particular instance, she came over pretty late at night to talk about some stuff we were mutually stressing over. She just ended up sleeping over because she was too tired to go home. I let her have my bed and I slept on the couch, and she was specifically warned me to not come in without knocking because she was so I'd likely see her if I did. Ew. But as I laid on the couch, I couldn't really fall asleep. I was tossing and turning, and I thought, ew, why were you even thinking that? But eventually I decided I would just peek a little. And I actually saw something I wasn't supposed to. Okay, we're gonna stop it there. Let's put this in the let's talk section. Okay, next confession. The title is My older sister SA'd me and I will never speak up about it. Oh. Okay. I am 19F and I have an older sister that is 26F. I have been manipulated into doing inappropriate acts with my older sister twice when we were both kids. The first time I was unaware for how bad it was, while for the second time I recognized it for how wrong it was, but I was bribed with candy to do it. Ew. It has led me to be mentally messed up as I've turned to consuming inappropriate content and even attempting to lure disgusting men to be interested in me while still being very young for validation. Ew. She has a wife and an amazing kid who seem to love him so much. She has given me trusted space, safe space to go from my abusive mother, and I did my best to protect my other siblings, even if it had to deal with ruining her body horribly. Okay, that's kind of like the end of it. So, that's also gonna go in the Let's Talk section because that's just weird. Okay, next confession. The title of this is I have a very inappropriate feelings about a former student. I'm 40 and he's 17. So that's gross. Okay, let's read it. I ran a teen program at my church for many years. I was a teacher, but also a mentor. I first got to know him when he was 12 in the 6th grade. He was smart, funny, and had incredible insight, but it was also troubled. When I left my position at the church, he gave a speech at my goodbye dinner in front of the entire congregation, which included his own parents. He said he wasn't sure he'd be there without me. When he came out after the crowd, I gave him a hug and he squeezed me super tight on the edge of tears. It's his last game in high school, but I felt a joint of I'm special when he got emotional with me. I wasn't the first one to greet him after the show. As far as my feelings, I'm so confused about them. I have had just in the past year reoccurring dreams with fantasies about him. This happened last night when I was watching him in the game. It does not happen, strangely enough, when I am actually with him. I don't think about him in a sexual or fantastical way when we're having coffee discussing his plans for college. Okay, so that's gross. He's 40 and has feelings for a 17-year-old. That's going in jail time. Okay, so the next one, the title is My Female Teachers Openly Hit on Me in High School. I am a male who was hit on multiple times by female teachers and guidance counselors when I was a senior in high school. I grew up with extremely low opinion of myself. I had a mother that would tell me I was ugly and unwanted every day since I was a small child, so I did not have a realistic view about whether I was attractive. When girls gave me attention, I assumed they were joking or trying to set me up. I didn't believe them, but I started working out and starting to get really strong. I made it to regionals my first year of wrestling, and I was starting nose tackle on the football team. Still, I would always feel uncomfortable with compliments because I didn't think I deserved them, and I didn't think they meant them. When I was in my senior year, I had 3 female teachers openly hit on me, saying things in front of the class out loud. For example, when answering each of our groups got correct, she comes up and puts her hand on my shoulder and told the girls in my group that if my group wins, maybe my name will take off his shirt for you. At the time, it slipped off me like other compliments have. I could not accept that anyone would hit on me and mean it, so it never registered in my mind that teachers were doing anything inappropriate. That's gross. A teacher? That's going in jail time. Okay, last one. The title is I reported my classmate at school for looking at something inappropriate. Okay. So in my algebra class, there's this guy I sit next to. It started off like any other day, and class just started. The teacher hasn't gone up to the board and started teaching. The guy next to me, I happened to glance at his screen and saw something inappropriate. He was scrolling through photos, and I saw a photo of 2 on top of each other. Just from where I was sitting, it made me feel pretty uncomfortable. It was kind of in my view, And when class ended, I went up to the teacher and told her about what happened and what I saw. And then I left to find the principal and report it. I told him exactly what I told the teacher and what he was looking at. And then I said what he was looking at made me feel uncomfortable. And then he said he was going to check it out. That's probably in like the let's talk section because like in class. Ew. Okay, y'all, so that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed me reading these weird confessions. And if you want another video like this, I could rank like other confessions or like something else. Just like tell me in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.